Alright, so let me show you this. You probably don't see these around much anymore. So these are hand shears, or for chopping hedges, for trimming branches, bushes. I still use them, so if you don't want to get an electric machine out or the battery operated machine out and you just want to trim something real quick, particularly box hedges or hedges that you're growing in pots, that sort of thing, just use these. But these just need a little bit of reconditioning, so I'll show you what to do. It's probably been out in the weather a little bit, so you want to try and make sure that you avoid that, and every time you use it just make sure you clean it up. But I'll show you what to do there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to undo this nut here and pull it apart. Alright, so I've just taken the nut off, and you can see in the top of it, it's got a little nylon bit. It's like a nylon ring or something. What that is, it actually makes it a lock nut. So once you do this up, it should stay there and doesn't undo as you move your shears backwards and forwards. So the other thing to take note of is there's a spring washer here, so you can tell it's a spring washer because it's got a split in it. And then this bolt here, so we can take this handle off, and then it's got a bolt in here which still looks in pretty good nick. But what I'm going to do, I'll just run around here with a wire brush, and that'll be that part done. Alright, so I've got a couple of files which I'm going to use. This is a fine flat file, and then this one here it's a little bit finer, just a triangular file, and I'm going to just run over the teeth here of this one, not the teeth, the blade, and this blade here, and we'll just make sure that these are all cleaned up. Now you don't do this side here with a file, you do the top angled bit of the blade. Alright, so just run over it like this, and we're just going to use short strokes. Alright, so let me just show you this. I've just done the flat file here, just down that side and down that blade as well too. Now this blade has got a little bit of a chunk out of it. Somebody's hit it with something. Sometimes you can do that just by bending it, like while you're halfway through a branch, or you've tried to chop something hard, a rock or whatever. But yeah, who knows where this has been. So what I'm going to do, I'll hit it with this file now, so you can see it's a little bit finer. So this is the second run over. I'll do it over both blades. Alright, so here we go. I just want to show you what we've done. I've just run over both these blades now with that little triangular file that I've showed you. Just done this side, this blade here, just cleaned it up. Now I haven't done the backs of the blades, so don't do those with a file, because that'll dull your sharpening edge, so you don't want to do that. There's a few little nicks on this blade here. You can see there's one there, and there's another tiny one just in there. You can have a look at that. So what I'm going to do now is I've got a combination sharpening stone. So you get these off, I don't know, you get it off markets, eBay, wherever, and you can see it's got a coarse grit and a fine grit. So make sure you use oil on these, and I'm just going to run it over the blades just like this one. You do it in a circular motion, and this one here, and you can also use this just to clean up the backs of the blades as well too. So you're not sharpening, all you're doing is just cleaning it up, and if there's any tiny little burrs along the side there of that blade there, you'll take those burrs off. So that's all you're trying to do. Alright, let me just show you this. So I've run over both these blades just with both sides of the sharpening stone, the coarse bit and then the fine. And I've also just run along the back of the blades very finely, just to take any burr off along there. The other thing, it's a good thing to do, just make sure you oil up the handles. You can use cooking oil, or I use WD-40. No, I'm not sponsored, but it's the be all and end all. You can use WD-40 on your sharpening stone as well too. And now it's ready to put back together. Alright, so here we go. I've got it back together again. Tighten this nut up. Now I've just whacked some WD-40 or some, you can use oil or anything in there so that it moves. And the way that you can test it is the tightness of this. If you do this up too tight, you're not going to be able to open and close them at all. If you can twist it a little bit and there's a little bit of play in the handles, you need to do a little bit tighter. But this is where you should feel it biting, and you can just feel the blades coming together. That means that you've actually done it up at the right tension. All right, so again, too tight and you won't be able to open and close them, too loose and it won't cut very well. So of course, with anything, the proof is in the pudding. So let's test these and see if it cuts. Look at that, beautiful, cuts it off. So there you go, that's how you sharpen up your hedge trimmers. Job done.